Take two? Come on, YouTube. What are we doing here? Jesus. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. It was working fine. The stream was running fine on Twitter. But YouTube, I guess it glitched out and then it just ended. I'm not sure what happened. Everything was looking good on my end. So hopefully it looks good now. I don't know. This is part of the reason. This is kind of part of the reason why I'm, leaning into Film Junkee Not So Live and doing recorded shows and premiering them on YouTube. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, okay, so this time, if it ends up just ending, I have it recording. So if it ends up ending, I'm just gonna put it up on YouTube as a show. It's like, Jesus Christ. No, please, no more lagging. Okay, so it's still lagging. Okay, this will not be happening tonight. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a lost cause. It's gonna be a lost cause tonight, guys. Let's see. It's a lost cause. I guess I could turn that off. Because this is looking like a lost cause tonight. So I'll probably just go with the show and just post it. Because again, is it fine on? It's not. What the hell? Let's see. Refresh. Is it good on Twitter? Maybe it's not good on Twitter either. Nope. No, it's good on Twitter. Seems like it's good on Twitter. Suddenly it's getting better. Okay. Let's see. Lost cause. Let's see. Is it working? Nope. It seems to be lagging. Okay, we good? Okay, hold on. Let me refresh the YouTube, coming back. Okay. All right. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on. I didn't touch anything, didn't do anything, so... Alright, I'm looking at the YouTube feed. It's looking good. So I think we can actually be good. Hopefully it just doesn't end it right here. But like I said, I ain't going to do a take 3. I ain't doing a take 3. That's for damn sure, so... Yeah, I won't do a take 3, but, we'll see what happens. Uh-oh. Is it good? I don't know. Like I said, YouTube might just not be liking what I have to say tonight. I don't know. It's so weird. That's what it is. Okay. So, anyways, I refreshed as well. So far, so good. Please stay better. Everything good. Let's see. All right. And I'm going to have to ignore the chat because, I want to get this show done. And if you guys are commenting like RIP, like that's going to just be distracting. All right. I think we're good. Right now. All right. So hi, everybody. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It was so weird because when I saw like the chat just like stopped. And then I look over on Twitter, and Twitter, it's going. It's so weird. And I'm like, why would Twitter be working better than YouTube? It's like, come on. My software should be more attuned to YouTube, but maybe YouTube's just having a problem. I don't know. But yeah, apparently Twitter, it was just perfectly fine. Anyways, all right. Everything seems to be good. Cheers. See what happens. Like I said, if it ends up ending again, I'm just going to continue on, and then I'll post the rest or something on YouTube or something like that. Anyways, guys, all right. I think we're good, at least for right now. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good. I don't know what's happening with all this water that's happening all over the place. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It seems a little weird that all of a sudden it's like, hey, there's a flood right here. There's a flood right here. There's a flood there. There's a flood there. I'm like, all right, so now 2025 is considered the year of the flood. All right. It just doesn't make sense. The simulation, somebody's controlling the simulation. Is like, hey, we're going to cause floods now again, apparently. So, all right. But, okay, so hopefully you guys had a good weekend. And, you know, like I said, I saw Superman 3 times. Crazy. Wasn't planning on seeing it 3 times. I knew I was going to see it twice because I had the Tuesday showing by myself. And then, of course, was going to see it on Thursday with my dad, my brother, my nephew. And then I was like, oh, shit, you know, Mama Film Junkie, she wants to see it too. So we went yesterday. So I'll give you a reaction. And I think I kind of already gave you a reaction. Well, first off, I have my cousin who is a diehard Superman fan who was worried a little bit. You know, he's just, you know, we were always talking and everything. I didn't see it with him or anything, but cousin Film Junkie, he liked it. He liked it and he was relieved. He was relieved after he saw it, so, you know, that's good. That's good. So, diehard Superman cousin Film Junkie liked it. So, when I saw it on Thursday, I saw it with Pops Film Junkie and Brother Film Junkie, Nephew Film Junkie, and then, of course, my nephew had his girlfriend and his best friend / roommate that also showed up. They all liked it. My dad really liked it. My brother was very skeptical. He was like, I don't know. I'm all, you know, I like Man of Steel, Henry Cavill. I like that. And he didn't like it better than that, but he still was like, it was fine. I enjoyed it. So he enjoyed it. He definitely enjoyed it. So then, took Mama Film Junkie. I took Mama Film Junkie yesterday to go see it, you know, and afterwards we had some dinner. Her heart, of course, is still with Henry Cavill. She mentioned, oh yeah, she still holds the torch for, of course, Mr. Henry Cavill. But, you know, I think she said, like, yeah. She's all, David Cornsweet's not as good looking as Henry Cavill. That's her words. Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. You know, it's kind of funny, too, because there was, like, a guy and his dad, I think, that were sitting next to us in the theater. And, like, the young dude, when the credits were rolling, and he actually said, like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that. The dad didn't really enjoy it all that much, but even the young guy was like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but I liked Henry Cavill Superman better. So we had that too. So, but overall, the family enjoyed it, really liked it, and everything like that. So yeah, saw it 3 times, and like I said, it's just one of those. I enjoy it. Sorry, I enjoy it from start to finish. Just enjoy the movie. It's just one of those where I'm like, oh yeah, I could see this being kind of like, and it's funny because I did over the weekend watch Superman 78, Superman Returns, and Superman: A Quest for Peace. I did. I had to. I was like, fuck Superman 3. I can't stand Superman 3. I don't like Superman 3. That was a Richard Pryor movie that had Superman in it. I don't like Superman 3. Superman 3 is by far the worst Superman movie. I have a soft spot for Quest for Peace, but I did watch it again, and yeah, it was like I hadn't watched it in a while. My God. It was just like pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, like revisiting that as well. It's like, holy Lord. But yeah. So there you go. That's what the family thought about, okay? That's what they all liked it, okay? You know? It's perfectly fine. They liked it. All right, let's get to the tweets, guys. Let's get to the tweets. And the first thing I want to show you guys right here is from Poster Escape. You guys know I'm a fan of awesome posters that are created by fans who look and like, oh yeah, let me try to do something interesting here when it comes to this superhero or this movie or this franchise or something. And check out this. This is from Tobias Denelez. I'm, of course, saying his name wrong, but it's a Spider-Man poster, a SpiderVerse poster. Check this out. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Jeez. That's pretty right there. So naturally, we got the iconic scene from Spider-Man 2 of Spider-Man trying to, hold the subway, and we got everybody else. We got the other Spider-Men that are helping. We got Garfield, we got Holland, and then, of course, we got the pre-mats, That's what's his name. I can't remember his name. Who fucking directed the other Spider-Man movies? I don't know. But yeah, you could totally tell that's Sam Raimi right there. But yeah, just an awesome looking freaking Spider-Man poster right there. Oops. Get rid of that. All right, so we're finally back. Good to see you, Ryan. Yeah, looks pretty crazy. When I saw the Flash movie and I saw the fact that they showed all the costumes, the different costumes for Michael Keaton's Batman, I mean, the one, and you guys, if you guys remember, the one I emphasized the most about was the fact that they actually had the blue and gray Batman costume with the Batman 89 emblem on the chest. And I was going, oh my God, can we see what, I just, somebody make some art, somebody do something and just like show me that. And of course people did. There were people that had art that showed Michael Keaton in that blue and gray costume. But then I got this image right here that somebody created and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, so, I mean, it looks kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, a little too bright when it comes to the blue. I was hoping like, I'd want the blue to be a little bit more like a navy blue, but look at this. Hey, there he is. There's Michael Keaton in that costume, in the blue and gray and yellow costume. When it comes to seeing that costume in the in that when he opened up the library, the books, and he saw the costumes displayed, I was like, okay. But yeah, it's a little bright. The blue is a little too bright. They need to like get it down a little bit where it's more like a navy blue kind of thing. So yeah, I like that. Tom Holland. Okay, did Tom Holland's name show up on the back of any one of those chairs when they announced the Doomsday cast? Did we see Tom Holland's name? No, we didn't. And then there was like claims that, hey, Tom Holland's not going to be in Doomsday or something, or they're saving him or whatever the fuck, or, obviously he's going to be filming Spider-Man Brand New Day this year, or like, well, in a couple of weeks, apparently. It's going to be happening pretty soon. But it seems like Tom Holland is... he's having some pickleball fun when it comes to Simu right here. So there they are, just, playing some pickleball. So I'm like going, all right, that's funny. So are we assuming that, yes, in fact, yes, there is going to be Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday? Yes, of course. But what's also funny, too, is like, oh, yeah, are they just playing some pickleball because... the writers are, in the writer's room trying to finish the script. I don't know. We keep hearing reports that the script might not be, fully complete, and they're still kind of like writing it as they're going, which is never a good idea. I mean, that all could just be bullshit, of course, but at the same time, I'm like, the joke is there when you see like two actors that are supposedly in the movie that are just, we're just casually playing pickleball. I'm like, yeah, because... some downtime because they're still trying to figure out some pages when it comes to a certain scene. I don't know. Who knows? We kind of worry about this stuff now, right? It's 2025. Have a script ready. Hopefully the reports aren't true when it comes to all that. And of course, we're going to be talking a lot about Superman, right? We're talking a lot about Superman, and one of the things that I think a lot of us love, and I think... some of us can get behind, especially, obviously black and white images are always, there's always something that's great about black and white. I mean, obviously when it comes to Zack and when he was posting images in black and white when it came to his Justice League movie, I mean, one of the main reasons why he was posting in black and white, not only does he like, obviously, black and white photography and images and everything, but one of the reasons why is because he is admitted very much so that he saw a Justice League billboard or poster or something like that and saw how bright it was, and it annoyed the absolute shit out of him that Warner Brothers was trying to really brighten up. I mean, those posters, Batman looked fucking purple. We saw that. Those character posters, Batman almost looked purple. It was crazy how it looked. But also, why he posted those is because black and white can hide some imperfections. There is something about black and white that hides imperfections, but there's something about black and white that makes images pop. And I posted over the weekend, or, a few days ago, whatever the hell, that, seeing David Cornsweat's costume in black and white, and, a couple of images have come out in even a previous one. But I mean, first we have this image right here. I mean, the cape, best part of the fucking costume. I've always said that, with that S on the back of it. But of course, that's him right there with Gunn and Saffron, and just looks awesome. The cape looks awesome. Just very much looks awesome. And then, of course, they release this image right here of him standing, so we get the front shot. And, yeah, I mean, this might be the best the new Superman costume has looked. I mean, I know there's been some discourse when it comes to it, and I've not even been, like, the biggest fan of it. Of course, the costume has grown on me, but, man, you see it right here. You see it in black and white, and my God, does that thing pop. It just looks a whole lot better and everything. And he looks great. That shot right there, him standing right there, looks really good. Definitely looks good right there. And I think, like, some of us, after seeing the movie now, somebody needs to ask James Gunn, what was behind the official dropping of that first image? Now that we know what's behind him, now that we know what is happening behind him, which was very, you know, I would say that, that was not fulfilling, for sure. Somebody wanted to make a statement when they showed up to their Superman screening. That's right, somebody dressed up. Somebody dressed up and decided to just walk in and sit down. Because a lot of people were dressed up, even at the screenings I went to, people were dressed up as Superman, wearing capes or full-on costumes, and that's usually what happens when it comes to these movies. But this guy right here, he was like, you know what? I have a costume that I'm going to show up in, and I'm going to make a little bit of a statement. That's right. He showed up as Homelander. He was like, all right, that's what I'm going to show up as, and that's a pretty legit. That is a pretty damn legit Homelander costume right there. Good for him. I love that. That's funny. Good for that guy. Good for that guy. That's cool. Yeah. Because obviously he went viral. And even Anthony Starr commented on it. He was like, oh, yeah. He totally gave the thumbs up when it came to that. For sure. Let's see. Oh. Womp womp. Well, this sucks. Kinda, I guess you could say. Because, you know, the first Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal was, you know, not a bad movie. It was entertaining. It was a little over the top, a little whatever. But, you know, those movies are supposed to be like that. And I enjoyed it. I only watched it once. I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll watch it again. It was enjoyable, but then when you hear about, oh yeah, they're definitely going to move forward with a sequel, and then all of a sudden they tap Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie is going to be directing Roadhouse 2. Well, not so much anymore. Womp womp. Guy Ritchie has exited as director of Roadhouse 2. It's not clear why Ritchie parted ways with the Amazon MGM project. The film is set to begin production this September. So let's get another director in there and let's just go. Yeah. That sucks because I was going, all right, Guy Ritchie can add his Guy Ritchie-isms to the sequel, but now we're not going to get that sequel. Now we're not going to get that. Oi. So that sucks. That definitely sucks. Because I was actually looking forward to it. Because, like, you know, give me some Guy Ritchie-isms. I'm all about that. I am definitely all about that. But. And then, yes, guys, you know, like I told you, I was watching, you know, various Superman movies over the weekend. Now, I watched Man of Steel not too long ago. I watched the first Superman not too long ago, so I didn't rewatch any of those. But I decided to watch Superman 2, and I didn't watch the director's cut. I just kind of fired it up on HBO Max. I didn't watch the Donner cut. I just fired up Superman 2 on HBO Max. I wasn't going to pay too much attention to it. But, you know, regardless of which cut that I watched, there's one of the things that I was just kind of thinking about when it comes to Superman 2. And, you know, Superman 2 is a good follow-up. The first Donner Superman is better than, I think, Superman 2, for sure. Even though I felt like I watched Superman 2 more than I watched the first Superman. But, you know, I was, like, really thinking about, like, the whole plot point of Superman giving up his powers for Lois. And, you know, and I realized it's never really sat right with me. It never has. Because it just, I mean, I get it. I get that it's like, oh, I'm in love with Lois so much for some reason. I'm not. I mean, apparently, you know, when you see their interaction, you go, really? Why do you love her so much? Anyways, but he gives up his powers. He decides to give up his powers. It obviously was a plot point that they wanted to hit in this movie to just kind of be like, okay, you know, obviously we can't just have Superman just being Superman, because Superman is just such a hard character to write, you know, and to make, like, hey, you got to make him vulnerable. You got to make him weak at certain points. So he does that. But then it was just kind of like, yeah, okay, I understand that. I understand it. And adds to the drama, adds to, of course, what happens in the final act and everything. But I mean, logically, it really is dumb. It really is dumb because it's like, okay, you can reveal that you're Superman, but that's who Lois fell in love with. She fell in love with Superman. She fell in love with that guy. Obviously, that was part of it. That was part of why she is falling in love with it. Because it's like, oh my God, look at this guy doing extraordinary things, this, that, and this. And then you're just going to give all that up. You're going to give all that up. And then you're going to also, hey, you know, you're protecting Earth. You're protecting humans. That's part of what makes you Superman. And you're just going to give that up for her? And Lois is going to be okay with that? I was just always like, I don't know. Seems like a very un-Superman thing to do, to be honest. To give up his powers because he loves humanity so much. And before anybody starts like getting like, well, I mean, they even say like once he has that first battle with Zod, even Zod talks about his weakness. Zod says his weakness is he cares too much. He cares for these humans so much. I'm like, yeah, but he was about to just give all that up just so he can, roll around in the sack with good old Lois Lane. Which, by the way, the bed in the Fortress of Solitude looks very comfy, and I'm sure it was great. I'm sure the sex was decent. But was it enough to give up all those powers to be normal? You know, to not protect humans anymore? I don't know. But again, it was a plot device to add some drama, and then, of course, what happens at the end is all great and dandy. You know that part where Superman kills Zod? Which a lot of people are like, wait a minute. And also, guys, do not tell me that Superman doesn't sweat, okay? Superman sweats because when I was watching the movie, I spotted a little bit of a fucking little armpit action going on right here. I'm just saying, Superman sweats. That's right. When you're lifting up a now depowered Zod, you get a little perspiration going on right there. It's like, holy crap. Yeah. I mean, I'm not being serious, guys. Superman 2 still great. But I had to make those certain jokes and, just thinking about certain things. And I'm like, well, logically that it wouldn't make sense, But, and then I saw that too. I was like, oh yeah, there's that thing where he has a little sweat stain. He has a little sweat mark. He got a little sweat mark underneath there. I mean, that's just, it's not even, I'm just making fun of it. I'm just making fun of it, so. And then, of course, I watched Superman Returns. And I must say that, what always gets me, okay, when it comes to Superman Returns and rewatching it, like I said, Brandon Routh, he, decent Superman, he's great. There are things that are good about it. That airplane sequence is top notch. I love the fact that they really concentrated on the flight of Superman and how he maneuvers. They really wanted to focus on that, but, of course it is still Bryan Singer, but hey, Cate Blanchett, she is probably one of the worst Lois Lanes. She's not all bad, but the chemistry between her and Brandon Routh, not that great. I don't know, her Lois Lane, I don't know. There's something about it where I was watching going, you just don't feel her Lois Lane all that much. But, when it comes to Marsden, this motherfucker, every time I watch this movie, I go, I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry for this character. This character, holy shit, this character. Not only did he propose to Miss Lois Lane, and she accepted, but they keep on postponing the proposal. And not only as he helping raise his son, he then has to find out that her son is Superman's son. And she is still very much in love with Superman, okay? That is not living in a shadow. That is living in a fucking eclipse right there. But he could have just walked. What am I even doing here? I'm gone. No. He's a good guy. He's a good man. He helped when he needed to help. Even though it's like, the woman I love is in love with they boned. They have a kid. And here I am, a human being who could fly a plane. Here I am still. Man. It's like one of those things where like you just feel sorry for that guy. Yeah, Kate Bosworth, sorry. Kate Bosworth, I said the wrong name. Kate Bosworth, sorry. I don't know. Her Lois Lane is just not strong. It just really is not strong, in my opinion. And then I showed you, of course, Michael Keaton in the gray and blue. How about Val Kilmer in the gray and blue? That looks really good, too. It's a good little color scheme right there. And they, of course, got rid of the nipples as well. Don't need the nipples, but I like that as well. Just remove them remove the nippies right there. Remove the nippies right there. So, why not? And what else we got? Of course, when it comes to Superman, when it comes to all movies, we want to represent the stuntmen and women out there. And we got some of the stuntmen right here. We got Luke Davis and Justin Howe, who were very much a part of all this. Ultraman, Superman, obviously doing their thing, taking some pictures, rocking all that stuff. Sweet. Gotta like it. Gotta like it. And also another thing I watched last night, which I recommend to. Are we bad? Is it bad? Oh man. Let's see. Is it bad? Is it bad? Is it bad? No, it seems to be all right now. All right. Seems to be all right. Okay, cool. But I highly recommend on Hulu the 50th anniversary, the Jaws doc. I watched that last night. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that was actually coming out. If you love movies, and especially when it comes to something as iconic as Jaws, watch that movie. Watch that movie. Please watch that movie. So yeah, or watch that doc, I should say. Watch the movie too. I haven't seen Jaws in a bit. That's really like that is a good 4th of July movie, right? It's a good summer movie. But watch the doc. Watch the doc. Watch the doc, and just what Steven Spielberg went through to get that movie made. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So watch that doc. If you love movies and you love all that, so. Harry Potter fans, we got our first image of, I don't even know the kid's name, but whoever's playing Harry Potter, we got his first image right here. Look at him. There you go. They are now starting production on the Harry Potter series that's going to be on HBO Max, and there he is right there. These poor kids, man. Hopefully they stay off social media, as they should, because obviously they're going to be ripped apart. This whole thing's going to be ripped apart. I mean, I will say, when I saw that, I was like, oh, is that real? I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so at first I was like, is that real? And it was like, wow, why does that seem a little, And other people, too, were like, wow, that's interesting. I'm like, well, I mean, you almost feel kind of bad, because I was like going, wait, was that AI? I thought it was AI at first. I'm not going to lie. I did. I thought it was AI. Nothing against this kid or anything like that. I know. It sounds bad. But at the same time, I was like, is that a real? Oh, because at first I was like, it just kind of threw me off. But again, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I'm sure the kid's going to do great. I'm sure all the kids are going to do great. But yeah, I am not a big Harry Potter fan, so I don't plan on really watching it. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe this series will get me into Harry Potter. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, and then of course we have this right here. Naked Gun. They have their popcorn bucket apparently when it comes to Regal. Regal has a Naked Gun, because Naked Gun coming out on August 1st, and they have their very own popcorn bucket. And they have a beaver, the beaver bucket. That's right. Why would Naked Gun have a beaver bucket, you say? Because of course they would have a beaver bucket. Why wouldn't they have a beaver bucket? That's right, nice beaver. It says it right there, nice beaver. Come on. You gotta think back. You gotta think back. You gotta think back.
Nice beaver.
You hear that? Yeah, exactly. This scene right here.
Nice beaver.